So good evening. This is the I think it's the last bit of the video. Ever organised as ever organised. What the fuck am I saying? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this is the last, I think, of the Scottish trip. Goodbye. Why are you wearing a mask, Bertie? Why do you think you're diseased? I see. COVID would be a blessing. Put me out of this misery. So there we go. So the last video. There's lots of interesting stuff coming up. I've done the two top 3 posts now. One thing that's happened since the accident, I've always quite enjoyed writing stuff, but now I just write relentlessly, and it might be bollocks because people who follow you aren't going to tell you it's bollocks if they like you. So when I write all these long posts, like some of the country posts were really quite long, is it bollocks? Tell me if something is just a bit crap, because it's better to be honest, and then I can take it down or rework it. Yeah, because I just love it now. And I do it all on the phone. I just lie on the sofa. Half an hour later, I've got 1,000 words. Yeah, so over time, I am going to do things about my history, my part of the career and stuff. And I'm wondering whether to do that written or as a video. So we shall see. But anyway, until then, I will bid you. Oh, there's some exciting stuff coming up soon as well. Sometime around August. I haven't got my license back, so it's not that, but and that's still ongoing because the DVLA are shit. But yeah, it's something to do in Ireland, and hopefully that'll come about in August sometime, which will lead to much new content, whether I got my license back or not. So, I bid you good day from me and... Fuck off, bunch of twats. From him. Good day. Bloody lovely morning.
Still be risks to our critical networks.
Well, we have a very long-standing relationship with GCHQ.
Let's go.
And with the British carriers, we continue to work hard, and we've made it
On our way to Taunton Down to deliver potatoes. 6 hours.
Sail, and we believe there's a very strong
492 kilometers to the first drop.
take. We welcome the input we get from the UK government and from others.
Yes, I know.
A better job meeting the requirements of our customers. It does not apply to equipment manufacturers like Huawei. It does not have extraterritorial effect.
Huawei!
Of China.
It's grim up here. Well, I wish to blow my own trumpet. That's what a curtain should look like when you look in the mirrors. No flapping straps, loose and tight, no flapping sides. I mean, it's quite windy up there. Being buffeted around a bit. Quite lovely. It's always like pulling a box. Traffic! I suppose it was inevitable I'd hit some sooner or later. After days of not having any. Delaying my breakfast, so I went on Twitter to see if anybody had any suggestions for breakfast, if Lim was any good, and apparently Lim is shit. So I'm going to the Truckers Rest on the A5, and I'm absolutely, it's nearly 11 o'clock and I'm starving. Please, traffic, go away. I want my breakfast. I just can't be bothered to cook, and I fancy trying another truck stop. Maybe for my column in Truck and Driver. A review of the fare on offer. Time for breakfast. What would you like, Bertie? 3 goose legs, a hat, a small skirt, and a lady's thong. Okay. miserable day. Hope it calms down a bit when I have to unload. The bloke in front, as soon as it started raining, put his fog lights on. Oh no, the distance sensor is dirty. Jesus. Oh my god. Look at the standing water. I'd say there's going to be an accident. I was clearing it. In the farmyard, delivering potatoes. Deliver them on the road. Sure we didn't drive into the yard. It's tiny. Now it's going to rain. Brilliant. Just what we fucking need. Oh, the joys of farmyard collections and deliverers. Well, delivery 1 has been dealt with. So now let's pop in delivery 2. Sorry, I've got really bad heartburn. Not bad really, is it? Considering I loaded the other side of Aberdeen yesterday morning. And I'll get down to Cornwall tonight. Dedication, that's what it is, dedication. Dedication to the potato cause. And let's see how far it is. Tun. Calculate then. Sat nav sometimes it's so slow. Can you tell me how far it is or not? It's doing something I've never seen it do before. For God's sake. It's 251
You will arrive
kilometers.
at your destination at 1954.
3 hours 31 minutes. TomTom truck is really good for this. It's very accurate with its times. I find. Got to find a way out of this bleeding place first thing. Which isn't going to be easy. It's no down lanes. But there we go. Right. I find that this U-Watch it'll end up making me get stuck now, but I find the TomTom pretty good. So you find yourself down these country lanes at a farm or something, and it does generally find you the best way out, whereas Google Maps will find you the quickest way out, and it's not always the best way out for a lorry. So I find TomTom good in that respect. My feet are muddy, my footwell's muddy, my wheels are muddy, the lorry's muddy, everything's muddy. But I still got to enjoy doing this, so look at that house. Oh my god, there we go. Like a stately home of some description. I love the history in this country, the amount of these those big stately homes and stuff. Okay, this is getting fun. I do hope this doesn't take me. Starting to get nervous now. Oh no, there's fucking horses. Damn it. Run for your lives, Bertie is coming! To right, Am. Look at those pieces of ass. On the horses? Yes. They're tasty. I'd like to eat them. I do love a nice bit of horse. And you get an Arctic down roads like this, car drivers, you get either one of two reactions. Perfect calm, and they'll just move out your way or stop. Sheer panic! Yes, this is a bigger road. I think we got away with it. Although we're going to the very tip of Cornwall tomorrow, so I think we're probably going to see worse. Calling this a main road might have been a bit too much, but it's got our dividing lines down the middle. Oh, sorry. to Taunton and onwards to Cornwall. Just nipped into Sainsbury's to get some of these. I don't know whether you've seen, a lot of Sainsbury's now have these sushi gourmet places in them. The food it's quite expensive, so it's more of a treat. But my god, it's delicious. Once I'd finally bit the bullet and spent some money. I've never had these before the other day. Gyoza. Oh my god, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing with a sweet chili dip. I'm gonna go for my lunch now. And I got myself some prawn ones for tomorrow. And for cab cooking endeavours, I've had an idea about cab cooking a blowtorch. But you'll have to wait and see how I'm going to use a blowtorch in cab cooking. Oh, trust me, it's a good idea. It'll work. It will work, and I will not burn the lorry. Oh my word! Look! Roadworks with a 60-mile-an-hour limit. Finally, sense prevails somewhere in this stupid country. 60 miles an hour is a perfectly acceptable limit for roadworks, in my opinion. Not 50 and not 40 in some ridiculous places. I mean, it's just a dual carriage road, basically. That's the only difference. So I'm on the moors, the wind is blowing, I'm cooking venison and steaks for tea with chips and a bit of salad. And watching MasterChef. Not bad, is it? Woke up Aberdeen yesterday morning and now I'm in Cornwall. Good times indeed. And then I've got to tip this in a farm, go to another farm, pick up some stuff from a farm and deliver it to another farm tomorrow. I seem to have become the farm specialist. Not to worry. So, Thursday morning, oh look, a bull lorry, hello! Yes. We have 100 kilometers to go. I'm going to stop shortly for a bit of fuel. But doing well. Tipped an empty 48 hours after loading, which is pretty good going, isn't it? Pretty good going indeed, I say. Less than 48 hours after loading. What do you say, Bertie? Fiddlesticks. I didn't sleep very well last night. I slept up here on this moorland bit. Oh, the wind and the rain kept waking me up. Throwing bolts at the inside of the cab at one point. The rain was so loud. But there we go. Struggle on. This has been Cornwall in a traffic jam. Somebody will stop me trying to go down this lane in a minute. I know it. Oh, there we go. There's always one. Likes to dictate what everybody else does. No one's getting in front of me. His van's doing it now, look. Even though he did it himself, look. He's now going down there. It's okay for me to do it, but you can't. Beautiful scenery alarm. Isn't it beautiful? Look, here's St Michael's Mount. You can just about see it. Lovely up there, St Michael's Mount. If you've never been, it's well worth a visit. I've got a cup of tea from Costa. Now the machine teas from Costa, they're marginally better if you get a black tea and add your own milk, but they're generally dire. But I thought going into a Costa the tea would be better, but they're not. Costa, sort your tea game out, Jesus. Starbucks make a great cup of tea. Anyway, tea chat with Luke and Bertie. Don't drag me into this nonsense, this prick. Bertie, that's not very nice. Well, you're asking for it. Such a bloody loon band. That's it, I got psychic. Yay! Psychic at roundabouts. I know where you're turning. No need to indicate. I can read your mind. Penzance! I was a pirate once, you know. It was on the high seas. I whipped and pillaged all across the world. Bertie, don't admit to that, you'll be arrested. I love this part, Cornwall, because you're literally at the end of the world. All the trees and everything are stubby because the wind just blows straight across it, because it's just a narrow piece of land. There's the sea. It's a bit rough today. It's very blowy. Roads aren't so bad so far, actually. Thing is, I get used to bad roads. I grew up in West Wales, which is everything as bad as anything in Scotland and Cornwall. Right at the tip, St. Just. Land's End is like another 3 miles down the road. Didn't really have any time. Would have been nice to stop down here. But there you go. Yeah, that's me delivered in Cornwall. It may be mucky doing all this farm work, but it's so much better than doing RDCs and stuff, because the attitude of everybody is so much better. You have a good old chat with the farmers at either end. Always interested in what you're doing and interested in where you're going. A little bit of a talk about the weather, the local area. It's just a lot more pleasant. Shop here. I'm tempted to stop for a moment. Oh my god. People drive on Cornish roads like they do on Welsh ones. Back roads like they're invincible. Farm shop, 9 to 6 every day. Eggs, veg. Frozen custard company. Oh, it's tempting, but I haven't really got time. I've got to get moving. Get to exercise. It's bloody midday now already. It's almost 11. Got door coming. It's blowing a gale as well. Top tip when it's blowing a gale for new drivers: unload one side at a time with the curtain sider. When it's really windy, opening both sides together can lead to all sorts of kerfuffle. I got lifted off the ground by a curtain once, as I imagine many curtain sider drivers have been. I went up about 6 foot in the air. Oh, chickens. Chickens! Could just do a series of videos where I can video my face as I drive around looking at the scenery. Potatoes. Oh yes. Heather. Bracken. Oh my god, a house indeed, his house. What a beautiful cottage. Volkswagen. It's like the countryside way of good day. Or up on the hand of the steering wheel, like, yes. That's like an acknowledgement. That's an acknowledgement like that in the countryside. The whole the one finger thing is like a I met you once, or somebody I know met you, or I know you somehow. I may never have met you, but I know you. Do you? the Irish lorry drivers wave the whole tang wave. Van drivers wave, don't they? Anyway, we're rappelling. Bye! Should get good view of St Michael's Mountain in a minute. There we go. Stunning, isn't it? Twinned with Mont Saint-Michel in France, of course. They're very similar. It's a wonderful visit, St Michael's Mountain. It's one of those, one of the best places I've ever visited, probably. So interesting. Oh wow. Zoomy zoomy. No, go back, go back. What am I done now? Ah, there we go. Another plate must be worth a fortune. It's supposed to be more weather today, but apart from the wind, it's rather nice. Mountains big coaches. Look at those old ladies. Oh, that one's an old Van Hool. My favourites. I love old Van Hools. Wouldn't mind buying one day, like an old double-decker, and converting it into a massive camper. Like making it immaculate, like, because I know people convert buses and they end up looking awful. But you could turn one into a sleeper, or even buy an old sleeper. There's plenty of old sleeper coaches knocking around. This is fun, or rather it isn't. Only just got through a village back there, and the lane was even narrower than this just now. Branches have walloped my mirrors, and the farm is down this road, so just hope we don't encounter any more bends. This is nerve-wracking. This was only 2.5 kilometers, this bit of road coming up to this farm, but it felt like 20 coming up. Narrow, a bit wider, a bit narrower, trees, narrow, trees, a bit narrower, trees. Luckily there were no cars. This is a good bit. The farm at the other end is as well, I believe. I like it though, it's enjoyable. I mean, it's just driving up down Warrior motorways is fine, but it's at either end and spices everything up. As long as you know you're supposed to be somewhere. It gets a bit nerve-wracking when you think you're lost, or you are lost, and you're going down country lanes, because then it's entirely your fault. If you get stuck on the only road there is to a farm, and you're going to that farm, like, it's fair game. You're not really to blame. Apparently trucks used to come down here all the time because there used to be a potato merchant down here. Very steep. You struggle on this in the wet coming up. Yeah, the trees bouncing off the roof. There's one on the left down here that could take the size of the trailer up, so you've got to be careful. Bed closed. It's funny, isn't it? I went all the way to the depths of Scotland, all the way to the depths of Cornwall, and the worst road is in Exeter. Sides, right ahead is just the side of this cab's going to be scratched and buggery on both sides. Hopefully they're not deep to give it a polish. Really, if you're coming down here all the time. Right, there was a tree here somewhere. Bang, clat. Oh god, you're going to have to go backwards. I'll never go backwards. Not on a wet road. I bet they didn't expect to see me. That's right. Stuck there. Bollocks. I can't go back and do it. Yay, we made it. This poor cab's going to be so scratched. He's swearing about lorry drivers now. Thinking I'm some foreigner following his sat nav. It's okay, we're from Wiltshire. Very hard coming in. Didn't think I was going to make it actually. That Land Rover park there is not great. Yay, we did it! Saturday market and big breakfast. It's lovely down here, isn't it? So much, I've often said to people that you could spend the rest of your life never leaving this country, and you know what? You'd never have a boring holiday, even if you live to 90. In my opinion, it's such a wonderful country. There's so much here. We take it for granted. And with Brexit, we're not going to be able to leave anyway. We're all going to be kept here like a prison island. It's a joke. I'm joking. Although there was a funny bit on the news the other day there, they interviewed some people down in Spain. Some Brits, and some of those typical fucking idiot expats, as they call them. I don't like to call them immigrants, they're expats. And they were asking them if they voted for Brexit, and they all did. And they were saying, oh, I think I made a mistake. Why is that? Well, it's just, I don't want anything to put at risk me coming to Spain every year. I mean, free movement is alright for proper Europeans, as if like Eastern Europeans are some sort of evil race. Bloody old racists. Get on my tits. You voted for it. I hope you fucking suffer. You bunch of fucking idiots. Sorry. If you don't like me being anti-Brexit, then you can unsubscribe. I know I've lost a few subscribers and a few followers on Twitter and stuff from my EU views, but you know, hey ho. I follow mostly people I disagree with because it interests me. If you can't watch something, if you're, I don't know, just, I'm eating a Mars bar. Goodbye. Yay, here we go again, except this time it's getting dark. Oh, this road's very busy, I don't want to crash into anyone. Is this the right road? Yeah. Suddenly had a crisis of confidence then. God, come on, you can do this, you can do this. Come on, Doris. View from up here. Oh, this one's not so bad. Look, it's almost motorway width. Absolute luxury. This water is so filthy, my boots are filthy, my jeans are filthy. I'll have a clean up tomorrow, doing Muller. That's the road I nearly came down. I'm glad I didn't now because it doesn't look very good. This one looks like a better option.
Manchester has been released on bail. He's alleged to have stabbed Youssef Maki, who was also 17, on Saturday. The defendant, who's privately educated, can't be named because he's under the age of 18. Teenager's bail application was held in private.
He's privately educated mean he's less likely to stab somebody?
From the hearing. The trial date
I suppose it does, to be fair. Lovely house.
The Labour Party
It's weird how they mention it like so prominently. The defendant of this accused of stabbing, who's actually privately educated, don't you know? There was the same with that. I went past the house earlier in Exeter, funny enough. That ex-bloke who murdered the old men, 2 brothers, twins, and another man who went to private school, and it kept being mentioned. Yeah, I went past the house on Boondock Road or something, Bonhay, something. It's very green and grey. Car's following me, it's probably thinking, what the hell is going on here? What's it doing down this little road? Bloody juggernauts, always in the way. can't they drive at night? All Juggernauts drive at night. That's one of the favourites, isn't it? They should all drive at night. Well, if a large percentage of the population wants to work at night, then we can drive at night. You forget the support network that, like, a truck requires, and the warehouse workers, the shop deliveries. A large proportion already is done at night. You bunch of morons. You can't do it all at night. I guess people like have no idea though when it comes to transport. Okay, this is getting interesting. Like it's better in the dark anyway, because you can see cars coming the other way. Oh, full sprint. Come on! You can do it, Doris. Put some weight on the axle. That's it. There's something I should talk about on a video actually for new drivers as well, is like traction. I remember when I worked as transport manager in Virginia, and we had a lorry stuck down in Oxford, I think it was. And I had to go down in the van and sort it out. And he'd been there for hours, this bloke, and he got more and more and more stuck on this little muddy patch surrounded by concrete. How he got stuck in the first place is beyond anybody's guess. But he'd been faffing around for like 3 hours at this point by the time I got there. I get in the lorry and he hasn't even turned fucking diff lock on. So maybe I'll do a little video on that. A traction video. There's lots of things you can do to get yourself moving. And I got it out in the end. Because I'm a hero. A transport hero. I got sacked several months later. Oh, Bertie, what are you doing in that bowl? Eating my cereals! Pleased if you could be a bit smoother. I'll be stopping in a minute. Penny on phone. Is that what he said? I need the phone, sorry. Yeah, I did. Country lanes. Of course, that point in the day where I'm babbling. So there we go. Where's Bertie? Go and tell that little dog to shut the fuck up. Bloody thing. Cheerios over. So that's the end of this. It sort of peters out. I've searched for more videos to like finish it off properly, but there don't appear to be any. So it just sort of fades out as me driving along a road. Yes, but I hope you enjoyed. I do hope you enjoyed. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I found some other videos on there that hopefully can make some more trip videos. But now I'm going after this now. I've done these trip ones, so I'm going to do some more top tips ones over the next couple of weeks. Pardon me. Yeah. So that's good. It's funny today. I often go on Facebook and I'm part of these crap driving groups and police groups and this and the other, and people get taken in so easily. So I make silly comments, and the amount of people that take them seriously, even though you look at it and you think, that is ridiculously daft. How do you think that is real? But no. And one of them today, this is Sunday, or yes, this weekend, Sunday the 27th of June, contacted Pete White, like trying to get me to say. Basically all it was I'll post a little thing now, a little Oh, that was it. A video of some hoodlums blocking a police car's path. So basically I said, "Bravo, very brave by the hoodlums. Down with the constabulary." And it's like, people still taking it serious. It's like, oh my god, it's fucking, sort yourselves out, people. Or don't, because it's actually quite a lot of, it's quite funny and I quite enjoy it. So if you ever see me, well, you'll watch my videos, you know, don't think half this stuff. Down with the constabulary. Good day. Have a nice day.